Good morning, friends. Good evening. Happy Friendship Day to everyone. We reached day 5 on our journey to Saptharishis. We have Lavanya Garu with us from Nashville, Tennessee. She started her meditation journey in 2020 after 3 months of practice with her friend Swapna. She started spreading meditation through Zoom and in person and conducting sessions at home and temples. She realized that she's not just the body, she's the soul, and she came to know her purpose of life. Her awareness got increased after practicing meditation and realized to stay in the present moment happily. She opened a meditation center at her home, and her center name is Saptharishis Meditation Center. What a beautiful coincidence, right? Which matches with our program. And today, Lavanya Garu is going to share the wisdom about Vashishta Maharshi. Welcome, Lavanya Garu. Over to you.
Thank you, Swayam. Thank you for the opportunity. My on this occasion, on this opportunity, on the occasion of Happy Friendship Day, uh, my heartfelt gratitude to Mitra Buddha, Maitreya Buddha, Brahmarshi Patriji, and all the masters of PSSM and entire universe. And happy Friendship Day to you all. Yeah, thank you for the introduction, Swayam. Yes, I'm happy to be part of this Saptarishis, and my as Swayam introduced. So my pyramid center name is Saptarishis, and as we live in Tennessee, we are surrounded by mountains, and two masters like you already know, Master Sheetal and another master, Madhuri from North Carolina. They both got the message of to start a pyramid center and to name Saptarishis, and they saw Saptarishis, and founder of Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation, he saw Master Chandra, he saw Saptarishis. So Saptarishis energies are here in the mountains and in the pyramid center. So they wanted a platform to work in this place. So happy to have that pyramid center here. So moving on to like today's master is Vashishta Rishi. So Vashishta is one of the Saptarishis, we know that, and he is Brahma Manasa Putra. He is one of the Brahma Manasa Putra. That means like born from the mind of Brahma. With the thoughts, Brahma gave birth to several rishis, and Vasishta is Adi Shankaracharya defined Vasishta as the first sage, the very first one, and Vasishta's wife is sage Arundhati. She is one of the star in the cosmos and very important sage of Arundhati Master is also like if we have read about untold story of Sita, Arundhati Master is there. So she is a great master, and the lineage of Vasishta, there are like Parashara and Vyasa. There are important sages. So Vasishta's grandson is Parashara, and Vasishta's great grandson is Vyasa. And coming to the works of Vasishta, Vasishta Rishi have wrote this, was the author of 7th mandala of Rigveda. So there are several mandalas, and 7th mandala is the author is Vasishta, and he is the guru of Lord Rama. He is the Asthana Guru, is like go-to master for Dasharatha and Rama, and he played very important role in sending Rama, the brothers, the four brothers, along with Vishwamitra in his childhood to the forest, and he is the main key role convincing Dasharatha to send these kids to along with Vishwamitra. And whenever we get to know about Vashishta, the main important events in his lifetime or main important works, his purposes are one of the conflict with Vishwamitra. Like the story goes, Vishwamitra, Vasishta holds a divine cow called Kamadhenu, and Kamadhenu is like the name suggests, as the name suggests, it's a holy cow. It's whenever the master of the cow asks for any bones, it is given. So Vishwamitra was a king before he becoming a sage. So the king came to Vasishta's hermitage and saw the Kamadhenu, and he wanted for himself. Vasishta said, like, this is supposed to be with me, so I'm not going to give. And later it became a war, kind of a war, and that king, out of rage, so he was like Vasishta won the war, and the king lost. So the king was thinking that, okay, this sage, being a sage, he won the war. I am a king, but I lost. So there must be something he is having and I'm not, and that is what he turned into spirituality. He started penacing, and for several yugas, several centuries, years, and then he became slowly Rishi, Maharshi, and finally he became Mitra for Vishwa. So Vishwamitra. So that means like he came to Vashishta several times. He did penance for some years and came back. He became Rishi, and he Rajarshi, Maharshi, Rishi, Rajarshi, Maharshi, and Brahmarshi. So he came every stage. He came to Vashishta and he fought, and then he lost, and then again he went back to penance. So that means for the development of Vishwamitra, Vashishta was the key role. The name itself suggests Mitra for the Vishwa, that means a friendly Vishwa, friend for the universe. So Vashishta was the reason for Vishwamitra's enlightenment. And there are several works, several books written by Vashishta. They are like, but one of the most important is Yoga Vashishta. Yoga Vashishta is a conversation between Vashishta and Rama, his disciple Rama. So one time Rama was sad, was thinking about what is life, that the moment he is going inwards, and he wants to know the reasons for the sadness, like Buddha. Maybe that is the time for him to evolve, enlighten. So, and when he was sad, Dasharatha asked Vashishta and Vishwamitra to talk to Rama, and the conversation between Vashishta and Rama came as Yoga Vashishta. So I'm gonna hold just a minute. Briefly introduce Yoga Vashishta, points of Yoga Vashishta, because we are in yoga, we are as a pyramid masters, we are in spirituality, so we are in yoga. So I want to make some points from Yoga Vashishta. So there are 5 key points. I just googled it. So the first one is, we already knew from Patriji, grateful to Patriji for so many transformations. So the first one is, the world is projection of the mind. so we create our own reality, right? So that means like whatever our mind believes, thinks, and we create that. So the world is a product of mental constructs, sankalpas, or perceptions. We knew that reality, we knew that concept, but what is important is we have to apply that every moment. Like whenever a happiness comes, whenever happy things are going on, or whenever not so happy things are going on, still we need to be aware that we are the one who is created this event, situation, the person. If the unhappiness is coming from a person, so we created that person, not in the physical form, but the person's behavior, mentality, the words, whatever, it's all our own creation. Like our frequency projects that situation. So we need to be very aware of that. That is a very, very important thing for to resolve so many problems in our life. So, and in this same concept, dream analogy, like the dreams they seem to be very real when we are in the dream. When we are in the dream, it is real. The same way, we are in this physical life, it feels to be very solid and real. But when you come out of the dream sleep, it is like just some imagination, or something fantasy or something, right? The same way, when we come out of this physical plane, this life is also like a dream. It happened and not happened. It happened but not tangible, because the soul state is the only one that is real, and this life, physical life, is like a dream. That's why soul is eternal, and it dreams multiple times. Like it takes physical lives multiple times, and that is the world is the projection of the mind. And then the second point is mind control is the key to liberation. Yes. So our entire life is the projection of our mind. So if we get the thoughts, and we want desires, so many things which the mind worries about. So when we tame our mind, when we control our desires, when we understand this is a temporary and this is mind game, then our sorrow or goes down, and we feel satisfied. And also, when we are satisfied, when we are balanced, then we turn towards liberation. And the power of self effort, purushartha, like living in the present moment along with wisdom is the way to destiny, way to reach our moksha. So we condition our mind. So how do we bring to coming to the present moment? That means when we are in the present moment, we are not with our past, we are not with worries, we are not with fears, and we are in surrenderance to this world at that moment. And along with the wisdom, we are that moment is already enlightened, that moment is already liberated, right? Because we are calm, and we are wise. So that is, living in the present moment is very important. And we have to put an effort to be in this moment. that is the purushartha. We have to do it in a human effort. We have to put that. Then the third point is realize the unchanging self. We are the soul, and we are eternal, and we do not age. The soul doesn't age, the soul doesn't die. So we are pure conscious, beyond this physical body, thoughts, and ego, Arshad Varga. All these are temporary, and we are eternal. We already knew this, and we are in a path to understand this, right? Realize it. Then detachment from the ego. That is a very, 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 it sounds very, oh, I have to come out of the ego. It sounds very easy, but very, very hard, because ego is something like ego has different phases, ego has different definitions. Ego, we don't even realize that we are working, we are thinking out of ego. For example, I like to I want my children to be successful. That is ego. Because when I am connected with this physical body and physical desires, then I am ego. Ego, it comes with the physical body only. When we are in the soul state, meditative state, we are connecting with the entire universe. We are the universe. Then there is no children, right? No family. So each moment we need to be aware of our thoughts, aware of our desires, wishes, whether I'm working from whether what is it coming from my ego, from my because of we are the soul. Soul always wants to be, soul always with the universe. Soul is always in the present moment. So soul is always like works as a universe, as a one unit, oneness. So if I want my children to be successful, that is not, I'm not with oneness, right? So because I want my children to be successful, I'm not asking for the entire universal children's happiness, right? So we need to be aware of our ego, and ego is the ego controls our mind and stops it is a hindrance for our liberation. So as I said, like ego is a very complicated thing and very hard, and we need lot of practice for that. The third point is we are with the realize the unchanging. We are the soul, and we have to detach from the ego. Then by the way, at this moment I want to mention that everybody has ego. Everybody should have ego, because we have to survive. Ego is not a bad thing. Ego, when it gives us sorrow or sadness or desires, then only it is a kind of, we have to describe it as a bad. But we need ego, because if I have ego, a little bit of very small subtle ego, then I survive. Otherwise we don't even survive, because I have that ego. I have a feeling of I am hungry, I want to eat. That place is dangerous, so I don't want to go there because I want to survive. So ego, that subtle ego, is very important for our survival. And also a mother, a new mother, when the child is hungry and crying, because of that subtle ego, she becomes a mother and she wants to feed. If she is not with ego, then she like, okay, I am the soul, you are the soul, you can survive, you are the creator of your own reality, and she may not feed the baby. And this is what happened when Brahma Manasa Putras, like all the sages who came from the mind of Brahma, they said like, why you gave birth to us? We don't want to come out to this physical reality. We want to be with you. We want to be with the creation. We want to be with the oneness. We don't want to be with one physical life. Then Brahma said, give birth to more people from your attributes, then you do your penance. You don't need to be with, you don't need to marry, you don't need to create, you don't need to worry about the samsara. Like you gave birth to many children with your mind. You, as I did, you can also do that. So they don't want to, when they came out, they don't want to be in the physical reality. That's how, like a mother also doesn't feed the baby when she is with oneness, or she is not into that ego. So ego is important for our survival, but ego, we should be aware of what kind of ego, what kind of desires, feelings coming from our ego, right? Then moving on to the fourth point, that is living as a Jivan Mukta, or liberated while living. Patriji said, moksha in samsara, right? Living in the physical world, living in the family, living, doing all the activities, responsibilities, but being liberated. Liberation doesn't come when we die. Liberation comes when we are living, while we are in life. For example, the liberation is not at the end of the life. Liberation from the qualities. For example, I am if I am very angry, if my character is being angry for everything, on everybody. So working, my practices, everything has to be to come out of that anger issues. So when I come out of that anger issue, and I'm very sober and very friendly, and when I become one with everyone, then I'm liberated. I'm liberated from that anger, right? So when we are liberated, that happiness, eternal happiness comes. So liberation while we are in the samsara, while we are living and doing all the dual work, daily duties, everything, social responsibilities. And the next thing in the this fourth point is inner calm amidst outer storms. There is a called we have to live like a droplet on a lotus leaf. I don't know, suddenly I'm not getting that phrase.
తామరాకు మీద నీటి బొట్టు.
I got that in Telugu. Thank you, Swayam. But there is in Sanskrit there is something it's called. If anybody knows, let me know. So we have to be calm inside while amidst the storm outside. That is very important, because when we are sad, when we are angry, when we are depressed, our decision making capabilities, our tone, everything changes. Here I want to share my experience. For several years, for last I think from 2012 onwards, I stopped using chemicals. Like I do not use toothpaste, shampoos, soaps, everything. From the natural things, I started using them. And also I stopped using onion, garlic, and I'm born vegetarian. So like what I'm trying to say is, like, my body started becoming pure with no chemicals, no toxins, no outside stimulants. Okay, So after few years of this becoming pure, like I felt like my body became as an infant, newborn baby's body, because whatever, like if I take a small anything, like they say, right? So if you eat carrot, your eyes will be bright, right? So but we been taking carrots, but we still use glasses. We still feel there are some issues with our eyes. Then what doesn't mean, like, but we give something, a very drop, a minute drop of some medicine or something to the infant newborn, it really affects the bodies, right? It really works because the body is pure, no impurities in them. That's how I became, that's what I feel. Okay. And one day, after so many years of this, I was very angry. Angry is not like in it's called Arishad Varga, it is called Krodha. Krodha is like being anger for so long on one thing, being anger, keep thinking about it, and it is innerly working on my cells, because tana kopame tana shatruvu, that my anger is my enemy. So I was angry for something, and I smelled so bad. As I said, like I since my childhood, I don't sweat, I don't smell, I don't feel sweating, I don't no odor comes from out of me. And because I stopped using onion and garlic, so completely no smells from my body. And when I was raging, some type of different smell came out of my body. That is, I never smelled that way, and I never smelled not my own body or anyone else. It is some kind of a weird feeling, and some kind of a wave, or like the feeling of hair when goosebumps come, right? So there is an entire body works for is involved in it. That's how I was smelling, and entire body is has some feeling. I stopped immediately, and I was introspecting. What is happening with me? What is this smell? And immediately I got the answer that tana kopame tana shatruvu. Your anger is working on your cells. You immediately released some toxins into your body, and that is the smell of that. Oh my god, really? So that is that much effective. We are all angry, we are all get anger issues, and but we never feel this way because there are so many already toxins are there. But when my body became pure, I felt that. And one more experience, I have the similar experience. So again I was angry, and again I have that chemicals. Then that's it. I do not want to be enemy of my body. So I started feeling very sober, and even like I don't think I'm angry. I may be looking angry to my kids, my family, but it's not affecting me anymore. It's not releasing any hormones or something. I my only facial expressions or my tone shows, but my inner is I feel calmness. So I'm happy to share this with you all, and I hope it works, helps you in any way. But yes, yeah, I have my personal experience about this. We have to be calm while it is a storm. Otherwise, we are the one who is going to be affected. So we need to be unattached. When I was angry, I was attached to this person or people or situations, memories, events, right? So then when I'm attached, I got this ego issues and the anger, Arishad Varga. So when I'm attached, okay, unattached, then everything happens for a reason. I am the creator. So, and it doesn't, I don't feel to be unhappy or angry or something. So that is liberated while living. And the last one is four pillars of liberation. Um, Vashishta outlines the essential qualities. The four essential qualities are for liberation: patience or serenity, that is called sama. It's maintaining emotional balance and a calm mind always. How it happens? When we live in the present moment. In this present moment, I am happy. Of course, I am, my entire life is some problems, my future may be problems, but this moment I am alive, I'm breathing, I'm talking, I'm working, my body is functioning. So in this present moment, and I am doing wonderful. So when we are in the present moment, we are with patience, we are serene. Okay, then the next one is inquiry, vichara, like sadhana, swadhyaya. We have to constantly investigate ourselves. Who am I? It's not a big question like where I came from, what is my soul's purpose. Who am I is in a micro level, like in this moment, who am I? In this moment, what am I doing? What are my thoughts? Am I attached? Am I detached? Am I happy? Am I useful to the world? Am I useful for myself? So we have to constantly question ourselves. Vichara, we have to investigate our inner self. And that is the true nature of reality. Right? So that's how we liberate from that moment, liberate from our desires, liberate from our mind and ego. So swadhyaya is very important. Then contentment, santosha. When we are in the present moment, we are in contentment. We are always satisfied, and because we are trying to control our mind, control our ego, everything, we are happy, we are satisfied. We are satisfied with this life, we are satisfied with our attributes, our whatever qualities we have. Even the most unhappy event in our life is also a reason, it is also from our creation, is also a lesson for us, it's a teacher for us, right? So we welcome that. Oh, thank you for that lesson, for my evolution. So when we are content, santosha, satisfied, then everything seems to be aligned, everything seems to be pieces of puzzle pieces properly aligned with our purpose. Such a happy, when we realize that this is the most important thing, and this is the most happiest, this gives happiness, that we are doing well, all is well. This concept bring brightness, it heals our body, heals our skin, hair, our life, entire life. And being happy, that is what we are working for, right? So being happy, we have to make an effort, we have to make a physical effort to be happy. No matter what is happening around us, we have to make a choose happiness. The last one is good company, sajjana sangatya, satsang, surrounded by people who are with satya, sat jana sangatya, who is with satya, that is eternal truth, and who are practicing eternal truth. And when we are with them, like what we are doing right now, and we learn from each other and we evolve. So I want to repeat the 4 points: patience, inquiry, that is Svadhyaya, and contentment, happiness, and good company or Sajjana Sangatya. So these are the 5 main points of Yoga Vasishta. So these are the points for enlightenment. He he taught to Lord Rama, and we know what Rama became later, right? So for all these teachings of Vasishta, very grateful, and I also learned along with you. Thank you for the opportunity, Swayam. Any would like to share anything?
Thank you so much, Lavanya garu. Oh, beautiful wisdom sharing. Surprising thing is, when I went to India, Patriji, he gave me this book, Yoga Vasishta. When
Great.
I was also like very sad. My mom was going through fourth stage of cancer. I went to him. He gave me few books, few magazines, and then Yoga Vasishta. So yeah, thank you so much for sharing the wisdom from this and about Vashishta Maharshi. Friends, anyone else wants to share anything, please?
Thank you so much, Lavanyama. This beautiful, wonderful. Yesterday, I got the opportunity to speak few words about Gautam Maharshi, and today it's another great sage. So it's really great, and all the wisdom sharing you said, it's really, really it's so true, and we have to implement. That's amazing.
Thank you,
Thank
Gautam.
you.
Yeah, thank you, Lavanya Garu, for beautiful wisdom and the Yoga system, which was taught to Rama, highlighting the points which are applicable to us. Saying that ego is there, but ego is necessary for survival. But we need to detach ourselves from our thoughts and our desires. That's when you will be more stable. And I like the points that you talked about how you observe your anger and try to overcome it. Especially, sometimes we might not be sensitive so much, but when you're telling it, it is true that when we get angry, we really don't like what we are in that moment. So, how to overcome that? Thank you for bringing that. Um, Thank you for everything you shared today. Beautiful session.
Thank you, Rajni Master. Anyone else? All right, Swayam,
Yeah,
shall we
yeah,
start
yeah, yeah,
meditation?
yeah, sure. Lavanya.
Okay. Masters, let's sit in meditation in this beautiful Sunday morning, and also on a happy friendship day. So let's connect with our happiness, let's connect with our friendship, because our soul is friendly, right? So let's connect with those energies and sit in meditation. Close your eyes, sit comfortably. And just witness your breath. Let's meditate in silence. Let's observe that silence. Let's observe that nothingness, calmness. If you realize you're thinking, bring your attention back to your breath, or you even observe those thoughts and they will vanish. Become an observer. Last 5 minutes, be with your breath. Last 1 minute. Slowly come back. Come back to your physical senses. And let's show gratitude to the entire universe. show gratitude to the reality, our creation. We created that. Let's show gratitude to our own self. We are the co-creators. Gratitude to this wisdom and the beautiful life. A life that is, we are evolving, that is enlightening and happy. Gently place your palms on your eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And gently open your eyes with a happy, calm and beautiful smile. Thank you friends.
Yeah, a beautiful meditation. Less words and more calmness. Yeah, this is how I want to do. We are went into deep state.
Yes.
Nothingness.
Yes, I felt very calm. Not inside, not only inside. For some reason, of course, it is 7:30 a.m. Central Time here. No car is moving, no phones, no TV, no sound, nothing. I felt like the nature helped us to be in a calm state. My mic is open. I don't know if you have heard any noises from my side or not, but everything is still. Beautiful, beautiful experience. Thank you for the energies. Thank you everyone for the opportunity.
Okay, thank you so much, Lavanya, again. Yeah, beautiful. It was plain, complete, plain blank. I was seeing only one color at the beginning. That stillness. Again, I was seeing beautiful, colorful flowers towards the end.
Nice.
When we go to that stillness state, you're saying, right, we can stay happy. That is what I felt today. Thank you so much. Friends, anyone else wants to share anything? Okay, we'll call it a day. They're still meditating, I think. And thank you, Lavanya Garu, for giving us the wisdom about Vashishta Maharshi and spending your time with us. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, participating. Tomorrow we'll meet again with one more Saptarishi and one more great master. See you all tomorrow. Thank you.